Welcome in, guys. It is a delightful Wednesday. We're having a blast. By we're having a blast, I mean I'm glad that work for the day is over. Just 1 second here. We will get right into some matches. Start up anyway. Alright, so we actually a pretty good job so far. We're over that 6,000 hump already. Apparently we got some rewards. I like that Syndragosa skin. That's kind of fantastic. If I could remember for the life of me how to change those, I would definitely do that right now, but that's okay. We're gonna get right into some matches. I am going to try and show everyone how good pirates really are. And we all know they're pretty good, but I'm gonna try and force some pirates. Seems like a good time. Where it's applicable. And obviously if there's no pirates, it's not gonna happen. We'll pick pirate leaders unless of course we get some Denathrius in there or something. You know, we still have rules to follow. First game, no pirates. We got beasts and we got undeads though. We got cool boar. Maybe dragons. Oh, reroll all up here. Gross. We see a lot of people do some crazy stuff. You know, I want to try the millhouse thing. I just want to like ramp up the field, upgrade. I want to try like I don't know, people make millhouse upgrade their tavern so much faster. Obviously, to an extent, it makes sense with the whole setup, but thinking we try dragons. I never have good luck with millhouse, and we didn't even have enough luck to get pirates, so we're just gonna roll the dice on this one. I got some maple coffee. Oh, which is delicious. You know, hopefully everyone is having a good week so far. We are over hump day. If you're just getting in, if you're watching this after the fact, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you know when we go live pretty much every day of the week around the same time. It's 4:30 Eastern Standard. Alright, 2 more minions. Let's go with a Mana Saber. Why not? Tavern Dish Banana. What's this guy got? He's got... I don't even know. Only reason I don't want Mana Saber to attack first is because I want the Dozy Whelp to get hit with the shields. Yeah, we'll do that.
Have a good battle, friend.
Perfect. Not that we need a ton of attack, but any attack is good attack, right?
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Alley Cat. It's an extra minion. 4 minions, tier 2. Let's see where the power comes in. We're gonna try and rush Tavern tier. That's the goal here. 8 cost. 6 gold next turn. 6 gold and 7 gold. one pushed tier 3 yet.
Don't tell the others.
I feel like I saw they put Hunter of Gatherers back in. I never saw. Hold on. I'll pull up the patch notes. Obviously, they made some changes back and forth. Was a tie?
Battle is really raging out there. It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard.
Oh, that was stupid. Whoopsies. Messing things up. I'm distracted. I'm trying to see if they said what minions they put in and out. Because it looked like they added in Hunter of Gatherers. Because it wasn't in to begin with, I don't think. Hero power updates. Minion pool changes. Alright. Low Flyer, Arm of the Empire, and Slippery Slider have been removed from the minion pool. General Dracasath, Hunter of Gatherers, Adaptive Ancestor. I'm trying to think what that is. I don't know. Coast Guard, Kangor's Apprentice, Dark Crest Strategist, the Naga, Handless Forsaken, and Dagger Spine Thrasher have been added to the minion pool. So quite a few. Dracasath is the dragon. I'm trying to think what Adaptive Ancestor is. I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Extra gold. That's not bad for the odd minion type. Or minion count, rather. Let's do that. Go up a tier.
Let's
Grab the
step up our
snapper.
game.
Yeah, we're right on par with everyone else. Next turn, what we can do is we can fill our hand, right? 8 gold, we can buy 4 minions. We could go up a tier 2, but that depends on what our trinket is. I guess everything depends on what the trinket is, right? I do want tier 4 as quickly as possible, though. If we can get rid of tier 2 and below with like bobblehead or something.
Tell the others, I'm rooting for you.
Nice. No more armor on buttons, so come turn 8 and 9, he could die in 2 turns.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Go with the ornate clock. Could also get the profit triple into Prickly Piper and do reduced tavern cost, which yeah, let's go with the greater trinket, and then we'll do both of those.
That's a great play. I can't wait
Prickly
to see
Piper.
this shake out. A
We
good
get
tactical
Dreaming
choice.
Thornweaver. Sell off the Ominous Seer. And I'll sell off the Wrathweaver as well. Grab that for gold value. 2 gold and it's worth 2 gold.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
Next turn we have the Greater Trinket. If I can go to tier 4, that'd be a pretty solid option. Oh yeah, cool board for him. Gonna be obnoxious. Alright, our blood gems are already 2-2. We gain attack, we gain health, we'll gain extra attack this turn.
You're good at this.
Start a combat, play 3 blood gems on all your minions. I think I'm gonna go with the fishing rod for tier 7s. And that is a perfect example of why. We got a Glow Gullet. This is a 1/1 on a Battle Cry and Death Rattle. Let's see. Sell the Skulking. Scout. Sell it. Let's do... both those are 3s. I'm gonna get rid of the Dozy Whelp now. Kind of want the profit just for the extra blood gems early on. Glow Gullet has a lot of value. We'll get the Sanguine on the field for now. And we're going to buff this guy up. Just to keep him alive. We need to get Taunt on the Sanguine Champion. Probably should have grabbed the Glow Gullet, but that's okay. Our blood gems are already 6-4. Four blood gems. Yeah, 5-round win streak. We get another tier 7. We could get a Varian. It'd be huge value.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Honestly, just with the 2 Mana Sabers, that Bellowing Tyrant is enormous as well. Got some options here. I think we get rid of the Snapper. And what's he got? Undeads. It's an extra minion. Maybe we get rid of Prophet. Bellowing Tyrant's a decent taunt. Yeah, we'll get rid of the Blood Gem Generator. Tyrant's good. We could swap to Beasts. We're still summoning plenty. We got tier 5. Faster than some people. We'll take it. 66-44. +3/+2 for each beast. Honestly, if we get the tier 7 Undead, we can absorb Bellowing Tyrant, get Reborn on him, and we could do a T-Rex comp. Nothing set in stone, but if we can do T-Rex comp, I am all about it.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
This is like one of the only ways to do it now. There's a Titus. He's got no overflow. Granted, it's actually not a bad minion to have. Yes. All right, we win the round. Johnny, how's it going? It's not bad. You know, another day in the office, as it were. And by that I mean I work at a hospital, so as fun as a hospital can be, I suppose. Hey, Titus Rivendare, Sanguine Champion, Prickly Piper, Titus Rivendare. I mean, we almost don't need anything else aside from something to generate blood gems now.
That's quite the army you're building, friend.
9-7 is our blood gems right now. Maybe we get rid of the Thornweaver. I need something for taunt. I know, right? Well, you know, hey, I mean, my other option was quitting, but Beast, Demons, Dragons, Quilboar, and Undead. No pirates. No pirates, no choice. It's kind of what I said. The first game when I try and force pirates, and I'm not allowed to force pirates. Yeah, let's get rid of the Thornweaver. Sargeras is kind of useless. You know what? We could do the... Yeah, let's do Macaw. Throw the Macaw down. Gem Smuggler. Give it a little something. And then we'll do the Titus. Grab Patient Scout for the gold value. Just to retain that 2 gold. Matthew, how are you? How you doing today? Aside from watching my not pirate match do super well. If I knew I was going to get the Macaw, I would have held off on putting Taunt on that. But that's okay. Oh, I was like, why? Double Battle Cry. Which, honestly, the Titus doesn't help the double Battle Cry aspect of it. Right? It's still only, yeah, it only does the Battle Cry once. Yeah, the gems are massive. If we get a 3-little Quilboar, we'll be fine. I'm hoping for a Varian to kind of tell us what we're really going to go for. What do you mean not great in Battlegrounds? Where are you at in Battlegrounds? Hopefully you can get some, I'd say good pointers, but it's not necessarily what I have for you. I mean, we got another Sanguine Champion. Get rid of the Prickly Piper. Get that on the field. I'm going to do Blood Gem. We'll go up to 6. Get 1 extra. 1 extra. That's all I got.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Road less traveled.
That's a burger kill.
What does he got? Beasts? He could have an AoE beast, I guess. 4,000 is not bad, though. I think the 5,000 to 6,000 push is probably the hardest. The nice thing about getting to the 5,000-6,000 super quick is people still don't really know what they're doing yet. So, like, everyone's kind of starting to settle in this week. Next week it's probably going to be even harder because everybody knows what's going on. As far as, like, you know, you guys watch my videos and see, oh, I can build pirates with beasts even though there's no pirates. And then rock that out. Yeah, exactly. you know, everybody kind of had a the only way that Three Little Pigs being bad as tier 6 is you can't use it with the portable, whatever that is, the one that lets you get a tier 5 minion from a type and keep getting it. So it's you can't get it from that anymore. And obviously tier 6 versus tier 5 is just a little harder to get to. But what's he got for beetles? Yeah, they're pretty good. We're gonna lose this round. Take 15. But I'm glad they are. I tanked my 6K rating last season for fun. Or 8K. I tanked like 2,500 in the last day just to see if I could get a certain anomaly. But with a lot of the other trinkets and minions like Varian, it's just easier to get tier 6 minions than tier 5s. So
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
beautiful. What a lovely Ravager. Alright, so our blood gems are 2018s. Let's get some blood gems, right? Grab the smuggler. I don't want a Battlecry minion. The downside is we only have so many refreshes, right? So we got one more refresh. Brand for double Battlecry. And we can do one more refresh by selling some of the stuff off. I'm going to sell the Mana Saber. And the Ravager. We could get 4 blood gems from that. Not really amazing. I mean, we have plenty of blood gem strength, so... Actually, we're gonna have to sell 2 minions anyway, so we'll do Bran, sell the Snapper, Smuggler. Honestly, pretty good. And then we'll get the Fearless Foodie. I'm gonna go with the 4 blood gems. And we'll put some blood gems on our Titus Ribbon there. That's true. We have another chance to get it. But if we don't buff our field now, we're just going to take... We're, like, guaranteed to take damage, right? This guy's got undeads. We're going to need health to counter the attack. So...
You got this. You're way ahead.
We lucked out taking out that Titus right off the bat. Stalker too. Yeah, if we can take out that Stalker again. Stalker again. Stalker again. No. Well, alright, at least it wasn't something with Reborn.
The battle is really raging out there.
Double Battle Cries, double Death Rattles. Guess we could technically just replace both of them, right? Not him, but the brand for sure. Corrupted Bristler. And we're definitely going to take the Bristler. Still need a way to generate blood gems, though. We have 2 ways to generate a couple blood gems with those 2, but... Need something else. Still no solid way to generate blood gems. Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, it's not bad, but it's not a consistent way either. Sin Runner's not bad for blood gems either. Comes back with all its stats. Alright, Subran. Put those two out. And let's do our... What does this guy have? Undeads? Tunnel Blaster would be kind of funny for the undeads. So the issue... Well, cleave. You can cleave whatever's next to Rylak. Is the problem. Yeah. The tier 5 dragon is back, but there's not much in the way of like end of round effects anymore, right? Alright, he's gonna be sorely mistaken when that doesn't get buffed anymore, right? He clearly doesn't understand Catacomb Crashers only on undeads. I made the mistake until 5 minutes in, and then you guys informed me that it had changed, but... I feel like Hunter of Gatherers can be really good with some of the Tavern Spell Dragons, right? I mean, it buffs. If you can get the... Hey, there we go. Hey, there we go. It's Gold Sanguine Champion. We got a Gem Smuggler and a Needling Crone. So I'm going to grab both. We'll do Chef's Choice too and see if we can't get something to generate blood gems other than him. Another Gem Smuggler. Alright. And we get a tier 6 as well. Trigger your 2 leftmost death rattles. I mean... Glow Gullet might actually be a super good solution to our problem here. I could also put Reborn on the Tyrant. What do we do here? Kind of want the Tyrant. Monstrous... Okay, let's get rid of the... I'm thinking about getting rid of the Rex, but I'm going to keep it for now. We can buy the Glow Gullet still. We don't need the Hawkstrider Herald on the field right now. We could trigger that, but it's the only death rattle we'd trigger. So let's do Glow Gullet, Gem Smuggler, everything. Those are such big death rattle. 40-38 for our blood gems. Huge for that Corrupted Bristler. And another Hawkstrider Herald. Do that. And we're just gonna let those take a... Yeah, the Rex is just big. His beetles are pretty big too, though. I wanted the glow gullet just because those blood gems on there are gonna be pretty big, and we can survive for a little while. A lot of Rylak. That's how it is, Rivendare, though. So I put Moira earlier on because... oh, another Bellowing Tyrant. I put Moira earlier because the amount of death rattles aren't really going to matter once you get to Glow Gullet. It's not that they're that big, but... Bristlebach might be the solution to our problem, though. I will probably get rid of the Bellowing Tyrant now. We're in the top 4, so we won either way. But nothing crazy valuable. Alright, we're gonna get rid of the 2 Bellowing Tyrants. I almost don't want Moira anymore either. We can use the Hawkstrider Herald and trigger Sanguine Champion an extra time. Definitely gonna have the Bristlebach on the field. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just for science and... oh man. For science. Wow. I mean... it worked. He's out. I think Greybow is also probably... well... he's probably got all the tier 6 that we're looking... no, he's out. Alright, it's just us versus the very large beetles. Another Bellowing Tyrant.
Makes me feel tingly.
Yeah. I'd be more worried about the... I don't know. Yeah, I mean, he does have the Titus. You're not wrong. He's pretty much just going on... yeah. Probably should have. Probably should have. You're right, Johnny. I mean, either way, we're coming in 2nd place. This is our sweet pirate game. Just let it happen. Let the pirates do pirate things, right? Our blood gems are 54, 52. Those are going to go off 2 more times.
Doing great out there.
Alright, fine. You got... wow. There's a lot of Baron. I wish we could have cleaved him. His beetles are 300s. We did have a minion die. Look at that. We just have to kill Titus before the Forest Rover dies. Just for the record, we totally won that duel. $19 damage. Bristlebach won that game for us. We came in first. We made it happen. I know some stuff and things. Light you up, sweet cheeks. I think that might actually be the first time I've ever got first place with Millhouse. I don't choose him, like, ever. Hey? I know. There's a lot of nonsense that goes on in my head from time to time, but it usually works out well enough. Might be a little unorthodox, but we come up with winning strategies. Okay. Second game, no pirates. I assume bags was actually games, and that was autocorrect, because I know that you have lots of fun with your autocorrect. Oh. I know, dude, we're doing so well at forcing pirates. I named it Forcing Pirates for fun, and we're just not going to see them. I'm going to go with N'Zoth. If we can push Quilboar, N'Zoth will double all our death rattles, so... If we do manage to find a 3-level Quilboar, and we can, you know, refresh a decent amount this time...
Hey, my favorite commander is back. Ready to get started?
Let's do a refresh.
Better hire a
Nope,
recruit.
still no death rattle. Alright, Matthew, thanks for stopping in, man. I hope we see you soon. Hopefully we'll be playing Pirates if you get a chance to stop back in.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting
Damn. Alright, a tie on the first round.
for you. The battle is really raging out there.
Still no death rattle. What do we even have for early game death rattles? The one mech? Is that really it? Just the one mech has death rattle, right? I don't think any other... Yeah, nothing else has an early game death rattle there. Huh. Getting kind of trolled by the game. I guess we'll get to tier 2 so we can actually get some death rattles.
Now,
I still don't think even for... What is there for death rattles for tier 2? Elementals, they're all higher tier
you can still
for the death rattles. Even Quilboar are tier 3, right? Oh, you know, Quilboar does have the, yeah, the new one, Glow Gullet. Hey, speaking of Glow Gullet, let's grab that. And a taunt. And another Glow Gullet. Oh my gosh. This game loves us. Next turn, we can buy that other Glow Gullet and go to tier 3. That is a massive field, actually. Glow Gullet, 2 extras. Fish and N'Zoth, 2 extras. Once we get that other one out, that's, you know, 8 extra minions, all 2/2s. That is a very strong early game.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
Like, he's got a decent field, and we're still going to be stronger, I think, right? Alright. Maybe not. 3 damage, though. I'll take 3. Better than 5. They're just 1-1 right now. We are just starting out. However, last game, you missed our, like, what? I think our blood gems ended up being 60-60, somewhere around there. Yeah, well, let's see how the trinkets work out. One more turn to trinket. I'm going to go tier 4 next turn to push for the Cool Boar that can really buff blood gems. I mean, there's the one tier 3 that'll do attack. The Death Rattle one. Honestly, the Avenge 4 would actually be great for this because we have 8 taunts essentially. 9 technically with the Glow Gullet. 2 copies of that would be plenty for the field to start buffing up the gems.
Don't tell the others.
And I think we'll be fine against Cenarius. He's got a bubble gunner. And we got him under 31. Like to see it. Love to see it, actually.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Alright. We actually are doing really, really well. Mixed minions. They're gonna be 2/2s, right? A lot of them are. Yeah. Yeah. Tier 4. We have one turn where we can't tier. I could grab Planar Telescope, guarantee us a Quill Boar. Probably, you know what, that's, I think that's a pretty good idea. Maybe. I mean, yeah. It does guarantee us a Quill Boar, not necessarily a good one, but at the cost of 4 gold. You just let the shop refresh. It's 2, I mean, Planar Telescope is a guaranteed Quill Boar. We get 2 shop refreshes and a buy, essentially, for the same as the initial refresh. We'll roll the dice on it. See what the lesser trinket is. It's going to be a lot of effort to get through that. Let's hit that. No. And we are under 31.
The battle is really raging out there.
Discover a minion of our tier. Set its stats to 15/15. Higher tier minions on refresh. And 5 spells for a blood gem on all. Let's go with the Stein. That is not exciting. That is good, though. Get our blood gems buffed up. I'm going to put another Fortify on this Glow Gullet as well. And we'll do one more refresh. A Needling Crone as well. Alright. Quill Boar it is for sure. I got no complaints about that. Needling Crone, we'll have a couple refreshes. Nice thing is that these are going to put more or better blood gems either way.
You can still make a comeback.
It's a very random bonkers. Bonkers attacking literally makes those stronger than all of our minions. Still taking 10. I don't think there was a single way around taking 10 on that turn.
Any defeat that doesn't destroy you makes you strong.
Crone, I'm gonna grab the Gem Smuggler.
I always say.
Rodeo Performer?
Twist and twice. Blood gems. What blood gems?
Grab the Rodeo Performer. I'm actually just going to save it until next tier. I'll go to tier 5 next turn, drop the Performer. Gives us better spells, potentially. Cenarius has lost all of his rounds, so he could have ramped up. This could be his turnaround turn. I feel like the get a random minion and one at the start of each turn at tier 6, I feel like those are almost just never worth it to me. Nice thing is these are gonna put a blood gem on each minion. Our blood gems are at least 2/2, and the blood gems we place are double, so I'm gonna place some bigger blood gems.
Don't tell the others.
Let's see, what's he got? A bunch of weak minions. I mean, they have the Divine Shield, but they're not powerful. 6. They all have 6 health, just enough. Let's take out the Hunter. There it is. That was enough. Alright, give us a good refresh.
Nice work out there.
It's
Keep
not
up
that
the
good.
pressure.
Again, blood gems are stronger.
Come on down.
That's not all that great. Could go with the Arid Atrocity just to have that extra minion. Could also do Barnstormer, just have it be a one-off to give us elementals. Yeah, we'll go with the Atrocity. Thorn Mantle, hopefully die first. I'm gonna give the health to the Crone. I mean, the misspell for Adioxity would actually be kind of cool. I don't know. Sounds like a cool name anyway.
Friend.
We'll put it as you're trying to come up with a really cool name for it. Hey, that worked out. That takes itself out. Double battle cry, all those extra minions. I'm gonna consider that a pretty good win there. And we get our Greater Trinket, which is always nice. If you don't get a chance to get your Greater Trinket, it's actually kind of sad. Like, it's just not sad in like the you're pathetic sad, but sad in like the it's just sad. Like, man, I can get it. That's lame. Hogwash Basin? What's with all the atrocities? Not interested in atrocities. Give me... You know, in both games, we have yet to see a 3-low Quill War. Nah. We get the 3 blood gems on everything. Our blood gems are 4/4. It's in combat, so that's 24/24 on our whole field anyway. I don't want to fill up the field too much either, though, for the glow gullets. Not that it matters, I guess, really, but in my mind it mattered when I skipped it. I did think about it initially.
Don't tell the others. I
Honestly, another copy of the Thorn Mantle wouldn't be bad either. Anything to buff our blood gems up. Not Dr. Boom. I don't think I'm gonna bother going to tier 6. Honestly, this guarantees us that tier 6 slot every turn. I don't think Bran is all that useful for what we've got going on right now. Granted, most of what we're finding isn't super useful. Can we get the Quill Boar? Up, up, and away! Alright, I'll grab the genie this time.
go home, I always say.
Elemental. It already gave us our money back. It's 3 gold preserved for next turn. Plus 1 extra on the atrocity. Which is in turn 1 extra for the efficient Azoth, as long as that dies first. Johnny, how's it going over there? You ramping up some games yet? Can't wait until we actually find a pirate game. It's gonna be so hard to force pirates if we only get 1 pirate game. I mean, I figure forcing pirates, we'd probably lose like 1, maybe 2 games trying to force it and win a couple. I'd say forcing a type, you're probably going to win as many as you lose, or lose as many as you win. Either way. Yeah. Alright, what do you have? A guy in first place with elementals.
I think you can win this thing.
Perfect. That was like the best best combination we could have had for dying there. Three extra gold. 4 if you count actually selling the genie. We're in the top 6.
Your minions really pulled
Mecha Draxus. Wish we had something to do with end of round effects. Well, our blood gems are up to 6/6. No Quillbore worth taking. I will take the Tricky Trousers though. If we manage to get the Quillbore that we're looking for. Either of them, really. Alright, another Pokey Thorn Mantle. Kangor's Apprentice. Fauna Whisperer as well. That would have been really good for the end of round effects. No dice. Still no Quillbore. There are 3 tier 6. I was gonna say there are 3 tier 6 Quillbore, and we haven't seen any of them yet. That is doable. Alright, we'll go with the overconfidence. I don't think we're gonna win this round, but we'll go for that. I'm gonna freeze the Bristlebach in. We'll buy Bristlebach, hopefully get a triple on the Thorn Mantle. I'd like to keep Arid Atrocity on the field if we can. It's extra deaths. It's also a Quillbore. If not, we'll at least get the Bristlebach. Hogwash Basin is still nice. We have 2 increases to our blood gems. They're 6/6. So 3 6/6s tripled, or doubled rather. So 6 6/6s on everything. Field's not terrible. There's still 6 people. We cannot die this round. They're probably out. They lucked out by taking 14 damage, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they're probably gonna be. I don't know, that Elemental's pretty good. His 2 refreshes were used. He's searching for something. I don't know, we'll see what happens. We're actually the highest health out of anybody.
You can stay on top.
I think we're gonna be good on this round too. Oh. Let's come back with full health. Reborn with full health and enchantments. They do indeed. Alright. Well, we're going to take 15. That's a lot. Alright, top 4. It's anybody's game now. But we got the Bristlebach now. Hopefully we can get a 3 little Quillbore or the like. I'm just gonna search for it though. Nothing. I can't believe we never got really either the super beneficial ones. I'm gonna get rid of the Pokethorn Mantle and the Atrocity and do the Tortollan. We got 2 more refreshes to try and find something useful. That's not it. 1 more. No dice, so we're gonna go with the Prickly Piper, put Taunt on him, and the Bristleback. Alright, that's it. That's my full hopes for the game. We got quite a few minions that can die. Bristleback can buff everything up. We'll see how it plays out. 8/8 on our blood gems. 1 Bristleback is all we got. We have refreshed for what, 4 turns with Innkeeper Stein, and the only Quillbore that we saw was Bristleback. That's some bad luck. Still have not seen 3 low Quillbore yet. And we're the only one going Quillbore. We were the only one going Quillbore the whole match, and we saw more elementals than Quillbore. Yeah, honest, that's one of the most baffling things to me, because it's like there's only what, 7 copies of a tier 6, and we have 1, 2, 3 people were going elementals, and 2 of them were at tier 6, and we saw again more tier 6 elementals than Quillbore. I mean, I guess it happens, right? It's just a roll of the dice, and we got super crappy ones, but maybe they made 3 low Quillbore a super low chance to show. Anything's possible, right? They innately made it harder. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I think you can win this thing.
It's actually not working out terribly. Do we win this round? I think we do. Yeah, we absolutely just took them out. Alright. Bristleback is very underrated for a 6-star. And getting the Bristleback one that gives it to all minions is even better, but we made it to the top 2 again. Hey, look, another core elemental. Let's do some refreshes. If we can get another Bristleback or a 3 little Quillbore. I'm gonna grab that Bristleback Knight. We'll keep it over here so that we have. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't understand. Why no Quillbore? What are our blood gems at? 11 9s. Three little Quillbore. Finally. No taunt though, so that's kind of unfortunate. But we'll grab it. There is a taunt. So a little out of our reach here, and they have 12 health. So if we do win the round, we're gonna win the whole thing, I think. But we'll keep that like that. Yeah, we'll keep that like that. 6 blood gems on everything. At least our Bristleback Knight is guaranteed to have the 6 blood gems doubled. So he'll be like 100 going right into it. These two have Death Rattles and Taunt. Again, they summon more stuff. Hopefully 3 little Quillbore dies and then Fish and Azoth dies. Once they get to it. I don't know. We'll see how this whole last round plays out. We're going against mechs. They're probably... They had... Oh, you know, we went against them 2 turns ago. So they're probably not that much bigger, right? They were relying on the Death Rattles of their Battle Cruisers. The Battle Cruisers were only like, what, 100? So they're probably 200. They'll come back to life with full health. I think all his other minions were kind of small. Maybe I'm just not recalling that fight correctly, but... We keep finding all the Electron powered up, so they're obviously not using those. We've had that show up in the shop, in the tavern, like 4 times. They're not even any bigger. Not really. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate, but you know what? We're still doing alright. This Bristleback Knight should put in some work for us. Yeah, we lost. That's okay. Yeah, the full shield's kind of... Them killing Needle and Crone right away, that's what did us in. Highest health minion just happened to be the Needle and Crone. It wasn't bad. It was a pretty good match. We came in second. I have no regrets there. Aside from not having a higher health 3 little Quillbore. If I had actively thought about the fact that that was going to snipe 3 little Quillbore. I mean, not 3 little Quillbore. Yeah, the Crone. I know stuff and things. Yeah. Pirates. We got Pirates. We got Eudora as well. Demons, Murlocs, Naga, Pirates, Quillbore. It's actually not... It's a pretty good game to go Pirates with, too. No beast to pair them with, so it's just going to be raw Pirate strength. But we're doing it. Doesn't matter. Let's do 1 refresh, see if we get... I don't think I really care to use AFK. Yeah, let's go Eudora. I always notice like one person's name. I noticed Brawly Peep. I know some people like to do Buried Treasure starting on the 2nd turn and get to tier 4 before doing it. I like to do tier 3 and get a tier 4. In this case, especially for the not free dealing game, the Doubloon Grifter. For some reason, Doubloon Grifter is never in my head. We would have probably lost that round anyway.
Battle. Pick yourself back up and turn it around. It's good to get some minions in play.
2 extra nanners. Next turn we might get a minion, hopefully. Yeah, right? I'd be so upset if we just got straight cool bore this whole game now. Force pirates get cool bore. It's kind of how that tends to go, right? Luckily, if we at least get a doubloon grifter in a reasonable amount of time, we will have so much gold that we get to just roll for days. And we lucked out and we even got to go against the Cenarius early on.
You're good at this.
Alright, 3. Another banana. Buried treasure. Next turn, we will sell our Ominous Seer, go to tier 3, buried treasure. And definitely get a gold pirate that we need, and then a doubloon grifter. In that order, and then we can make our doubloon grifter at like a, what, 12-12? And we'll start winning rounds from there. Demons, Murlocs, Naga Pirates, Cool War. Guys, it's the first game that we've had pirates. For anyone just getting into the stream, game 1 of pirates, because the first 2 games had none. Go figure. Alright, first mate Pip. That's cool. Alright. Tier 3, buried treasure. What do we got? Tad. You cannot make this up. No, we got a Fearless Foodie though. Slumbering Sorceress is actually not bad to get right now. I'm gonna sell Tad. And buffs our tavern spells a little bit. And we're gonna get this Laureate on the field. And we can buff her up. It's actually not a bad... It's not a bad find. 11/11 Divine Shield. We can buff her up with the Shifting Tide each turn. Actually worked out. Tie the round. Shifting Tide's even stronger now.
I've got some fresh recruits for
you. Get another pirate on the field, so this is hopefully pirate oriented. I'm gonna give her taunt, so that she definitely dies. Defiant. Let's grab that, and we'll start our buried treasure again. Yeah, we'll give her the 4/4. It's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. Wouldn't be bad to start slapping that onto the sorceress itself. But we're going to get rid of her because she's not a pirate and we're playing pirates, so take that. Means to a strong pirate end right now.
Have you ever met the League of Explorers? Nice. Great.
Best part is she's strong enough to take out their entire field.
their weight.
Alright, let's go with the Goblin Wallet. For sure. And we're going to go up a tier. I could roll. I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick because I have to pee. I'm like curling my toes. Stand by. I'll be right back. I was thinking about that and I was like, you know what? I want to buff her up. Was I thinking about that while I peed? Absolutely was. Might have been worthwhile to sell the Gambler to get the extra gold for that and then grab the tier 2 spell. We didn't. Might have been a good idea though. That's kind of awesome. I haven't seen that. Maybe I have, but...
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Thieving Rascal, it's immediate gold for us. Let's grab that and try and find ourselves the... No dice, huh? Hey, there's the Doubloon Grifter. Perfect. What did we go against last round? We went against him. He had Naga. That's useless. Something like that. Cenarius has pirates. That Cry Foul is probably quite beneficial if Cenarius has decent enough pirates on his field to survive. Either way, if he's just got pirates, it's good for our Doubloon Grifter. And we have more extra gold starting next turn. Goblin Wallet. Thieving Rascal is going to give us 2 extra gold. 1 and then an extra 1. So, next turn we'll have, what, 14 gold to work with? 13? 13 gold, 14 gold? Something like that. Some denomination of gold that's higher than what we have now. Alright, not a... If we get a Laureate, that's extra gold going forward. We hit the lure. Yeah! We tied the round up. There were not a whole lot of ways that we tied that round, so I'm not going to complain about that. And we do get a Laureate. Alright. That being said, we should make strides towards getting the Drust. Another Thieving Rascal. Did not get it. Rip us. I'm gonna get rid of the Sorceress. We're gonna do a taunt on our Laureate. Grab the second Thieving Rascal. It's gonna be a lot of bonus gold for us. And then we're gonna put those out. I don't know how beneficial that's, you know, let's do it that way.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
I'm glad we finally got the pirates, though. One venomous over there, and I don't know what was up with his whole minion order swap thing that just happened, but... whatever happened, it absolutely worked out for us. I think I'd be putting Reborn on my venomous minion. But, hey. That's just me.
What can I say? Business is good.
After you spend 10 gold, give your pirates 1/1 and improve this. Normally, I wouldn't be about that, but we're just using pirates. So I'm gonna say let's go for it. This should be fun. Up a tier. Buried treasure. Needling crone gold. There you go. Yep, that is our luck in a nutshell. Got a gold needling crone. Rip us, huh? Alright, we're gonna have a ton of gold to work with here. Let me get rid of a silver. It's technically gold value to keep it on the field right now. That's... I want that.
Go big or go home, I always say.
Dead engines do tell tales.
I like where you're going with this.
I wouldn't be caught dead.
Alright, next turn we'll grab the second pretty headhunter. We're pretty close to getting, this shark cannon's gonna ramp up our field fast. We're gonna lose this round. 15 damage is cap, so we're good for 2 rounds. Long enough to ramp up our field, I think. We have 16 gold cap right now. The 2 thieving rascals gives us what? 22 gold, 24 gold, something like that.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Yeah, 22 gold. Grab both these pirates. Do we go to tier 6? I think we go to tier 6.
Now we're in
Buffs everything up.
Hiring that minion will get you a triple.
Extra gold, extra gold, triple. It's gonna be a ton of gold next turn. Just gonna steal that, and we'll go 3 gold left. I should have probably played that duel with Corsair a while ago, but... Alright, Spacefarer. Hopefully, Spacefarer actually works for us. We've been pretty fortunate with how bad Spacefarer... So, Spacefarer does not, for anybody who doesn't know, work with the Surfing Silvar at all. Apparently. Despite the fact that she literally just gives minions attack. So if you haven't seen that video, I know I made at least a short of it. It's obnoxious that they, I don't know, didn't code Spacefarer to work for that. But we lost out on like what, 14 buffs of Spacefarer passive or Spacefarer ability to gain health. Alright, Shark Cannon. It's terrible right now. Does Shark Cannon not build up fast enough? That is going to be the question of the day here. 19 gold. This is our one turn to try and come back from this. We have 31 gold to work with. And it's going to be just a whole lot of refreshing. Whole lot of refreshing, whole lot of grabbing pirates. Maybe. Not a laureate. Okay, hopefully a good pirate. Right. Gold for gold, right?
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Another Spacefarer.
That's quite the army you're building, friend.
Sweet. Thieving Rascal triple. That's fantastic. We'll get the second Spacefarer out. Maybe get a triple on it. Hopefully. No dice. Air Atrocity's more gold, though. Armor's not going to matter. We're going against Murlocs.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Alright.
I didn't like
Let's
that
do
one.
Tortolan.
Gold for the trouble. A good tactical choice.
A melody of love. A melody of love.
It's down a minion and up a gold.
We need some more pirates. Come on, pirate. I don't even know what they had last time, but we're gonna go with it. Spend an extra gold. Alright. Yeah, what we got is what we got. Spacefarers aren't terrible, right? If they're terrible, which they're not, hopefully that kills like right here. Nope! It hit a big one. Venomous. He's gonna summon Venomous. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's it. That's so lame. Morgul Portrait. That's super good to... That was sad. I think he had enough one-shots that it didn't matter what we did. Yeah, honestly, the trinkets are like, they're so hit or miss. I think that there should be a guaranteed amount that matches what you have. Like, there should be enough variety where there's, I don't know, like 8 options for each archetype or something. I guess each tribe, whatever you want to call it, minion pool. We got, yeah, well, we got solid no pirates again. Out of 4 games, we have had 3 without pirates. So it's this one's kind of up in the air. We can go whatever we feel like. Chenvala. We go with Bran. At least we get the guaranteed battle cry. What a name. Ho Ho Momo.
Favorite commander is back. Ready to
We
get
all know what that means. Alright, let's do a battle cry for our first battle cry.
started. We'll fight hard.
Yeah, but if they had a bunch of trinkets that actually matched, they could guarantee like 2 of them, right? They guarantee one non...
Don't tell the others.
They guarantee that one of them doesn't match your suit and is a generic one. I don't really know why they decided to do that, but they did. The powers that be decided that was a good idea.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Alley Cat. Another Alley Cat. And another Ominous Seer. Does that give a gold Alley Cat, or does it give 2 small Alley Cats, or does it give 1, 2, 2? How does the Alley Cat work? How does an Alley Cat triple work? I could also buy...
Love the momentum, friend.
I don't know. There's a couple options here. If I save the Alley Cat until I get in another Battle Cry, we can get the free triple there, right?
The pressure.
Like so.
It's not the strongest.
What's this
but
guy
it'll
got?
Fight hard.
So one more Battle Cry, drop the Alley Cat, gets 2 Tabby Cats, triples the Tabby Cat. It's not a bad plan. We can go up a Tavern tier and grab a Battle Cry, and we're almost guaranteed to get a Battle Cry. Demons have the Battle Cry, Murlocs, Beasts, and Elementals.
You're doing
Nagas are the only ones that don't have tier 1 Battle Cry.
You're
There
good
it
at
is.
this.
We're gonna buy them apples. Go up a tier.
Fight hard.
Do Ominous Seer. Double Battle Cry. If I play Alley Cat, will I not get the extra one?
Better hire a
I think
freak
that
like
is the
that.
case. So we're gonna sell off an Ominous Seer. Just to make sure. Yeah. Beast, Demons, Elementals, Murlocs. I'm gonna buy that, and I'm gonna freeze the Patient Scouts.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
Four damage is nothing.
Tough battle.
Alright, let's go up a tier, and let's get a tier 4. What are we going for? Beasts, Demons, Elementals, Murlocs, and you know what? Let's maybe go for Elementals. Don't necessarily think it's worth saving for Patient Scouts though. Demons. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna turn out. Really sad that we don't have more pirates to work with though. But we did actually get quite a bit of gold last game. We got up to what, 30 gold a turn, somewhere in that ballpark. If we'd survived that last round, We'd have been swimming in the stats. I mentally tried. Tried to guide the game to attack correctly to minimize our damage, but it wasn't having it.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Monstrous Macaw. Double Battle Cries. Elemental. No, I'm just kidding. It's not Death Rattle. Oh, okay, yeah. Also triggers your leftmost Battle Cry. I knew I was thinking something. Let's do Elemental. Fortify. Sell off the Ominous Seer. That taunt. And that will trigger our Elemental now. Twice. We're going against Naga. If we can get to tier 5 and get the Death Rattle Battle Cry. So, I don't know. Also triggers your leftmost Battle Cry. Does it trigger, if you have the Death Rattle and Battle Cry Elemental, the tier 5, does it trigger both of them simultaneously? Would we gain 8-8? Well, technically 12-12 on our minions. If we do, that's incredibly strange. He's got all the makings of the tier 2 Naga, and he's tier 4.
Any defeat that doesn't destroy you makes you stronger.
Another Monstrous Macaw. Fantastic. And another Rylac. What to do, what to do, what to do.
You're down a minion and up a goal. Better hire a recruit while you can.
There's the other alley cat. (4-1) for our minions in the tavern for the rest of the game as well.
Have a good battle, friend.
Everyone's petering off. What do you guys want to see for combinations going into these games? Nine. Well, at least we're at the 17 mark, so we cannot lose next turn. Going up a tier is probably our best bet. However,
We all hit some bumps now.
the minions in the tavern have 60 on their stats, so maybe going up a tier is not the right choice, and refreshing and grabbing some stuff is a better option. elementals. I think we grab this Molten Rock. And we'll give it Taunt as well.
Looks like you can get a triple.
Rylak, Metalhead, triple. Gives us a tier 5. We can maybe get the elemental of our... not quite. I was hoping.
Don't tell the others.
Dark Crest might have been. Whatever. Whatever, we'll just roll with it. Having something like the party guest would be nice too. In conjunction with the Rylak. What do we have for stats? So many. We got a Titus Rivendare for double death rattles as well. We did win our last combat. I think the triple on the Macaw. Let's get rid of that. We got another Felemental. Do Reborn on the Macaw.
Now for our next move.
Reckless Cliff Diver is a pretty good option as well. Let's do that. I'm gonna get... Actually, maybe let's do a refresh. Alright, triple on the Felemental in 2 turns, right? Yeah, we'll put... Yeah, we're not putting taunt on him. +6, +1. Double death rattles, double battle cries. Macaw triggers both. Hopefully with that Felemental triple, we can grab the tier 5 death rattle battle cry elemental to take the Felemental's place, maybe. That's what we're hoping for, but... who knows? Come on, ETC. What are you doing, bud? He's tier 6. He's got 1 HP. He quit. Alright. And we're going against the dead guy.
Keep up the pressure.
189.41. That's a ton of stats. Grab this. Grab that Sand Swiller first. Then do that. +6, +3. Another Titus Rivendare. Maybe we get another Macaw? Oh, real big Macaw, if that is the
Go
case.
ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Another Felemental. Honestly, might as well grab it, right?
Better hire a recruit while you can.
That is gross. Oh, twice. I was like, why is that? No. So you wouldn't want to do that because this triggers the death rattle, which double triggers the battle cry. If you put it in the middle, it would trigger both battle cries, but it would only go off once because this triggers the battle cry instead of the death rattle. Because Macaw goes in order, and because it triggers battle cries, it would no longer trigger Rylak, it would just trigger the Felemental. We definitely just took a loss to the dead guy. That was good. Yeah, the venomous. No, because there's the Felemental itself has no death rattle. Wow. Honestly, I'm thinking of just doing base skill, Reckless Cliff Diver. Get those both on the field. Just to give us the quantity, right? Another base skill. What's this guy got? Elementals. So, base skill, we'll summon base skill, we'll summon Reckless Cliff Diver, summon your highest health Murloc, and then that will summon Reckless Cliff Diver, which can die twice. So this is 4 minions, essentially. I don't know if it's going to be enough to take out the elementals, but it's something. Arcane Behemoth has taunt, right? So maybe we put base skill first to take out the Arcane Behemoth. It's my thought anyway. I don't know if it's a good option. Actually, yeah, no, I'm just gonna keep it over there. I do want the macaws to attack before Rylak is dead. Yeah, and that Rylak's gonna die quick.
You're doing great out there.
Guess that works. Oh, I guess it does skip the battle cry and just triggers whatever the... Good to know. It'll also trigger your leftmost battle cry. Unless it was doing both. I don't think so, but... That scenario's out. We made it to the top 4. With this weirdly not correct build we got going on here.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Our tavern is huge. I almost kind of just want to grab some, like, Venomous and some Murlocs and stuff and call it a day. We can actually go to tier 5 now. I'm gonna get rid of both those. We'll do the Scarab. I'm just gonna give that the Death Rattle. Flighty Scout's gonna summon himself automatically. And then the base... I think that will blank him out, so base skill will still summon base skill to summon Cliff Diver. That will come back to life. And we'll still get that whole combination, right? Makes sense in my mind. I could be completely wrong. This is a ridiculous ordeal that we're going through with this whole Felemental thing. I don't know. We're not using the Macaw anymore, obviously. That summons another copy of the Flighty Scout. Interesting.
Your minions really
I didn't know that would do that. Alright, that's really kind of funny. Technical Elemental. We can slap that on that Felemental and just make that thing freaking massive. It's kind of dumb. Double Picky Eater Battle Cry. Yeah, we got a 1,936 Picky Eater. Oh, this is just really weird. Such a strange combo. I'm actually going to put the taunt on our base skill there. Sinrunner Blanchy. If we could get a triple on the Picky Eater, like if we could throw a Picky Eater down, absorb 2 more, and then get a triple and absorb double, we could have like a, what, 6,000 and change size? I don't even know. I'm going to grab the Sinrunner Blanchy next turn. Chances are we're going against Buttons in this next round. And he's got... Was he the one that had just like straight... Yeah. So we went against him 2 rounds ago and he was the one who had like just all... Oh no, that was the last game, wasn't it? I don't know. He's probably got a lot of Venomous. Demons do go nom nom. This is the strangest combination. Not upset about it, it's just really freaking weird. Yeah, us versus Buttons. Sinrunner Blanchy is a 700. If we could get another copy of the Sinrunner, that would actually kind of be all about that.
better hire a recruit while you can.
It might as well grab the better brand, right?
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
I'm gonna give it taunt as well. Tier 6s. Oh, did I? Didn't even see it, honestly. I was so focused on the minions themselves. Whoops. Man, that sucks. I have the Felemental. Oh, well, I would consider that a large misplay then. Apparently I had the Tavern spell to, I probably could have made the Felemental absorb 4 minions in the Tavern. Can't really afford to lose this round. I think I might want to drop the other base skill down.
I think you can win.
I didn't necessarily want to stop the combo from growing, but yeah, that's a big minion. He only has the one big minion. And 27. One more fight.
Nice work out there. Keep up the
We
pressure.
got another Rylak, another very large Rylak. Corrupted Myrmidon has a double stats right off the bat. I don't really think we need it, right? Let's do this. I'm gonna do the Hoarder. We're gonna get 3 spells. Oh, just kidding. It's only a regular copy. Either way, 2 spells. Let's slap down that Dagger Spine. Venomous, Divine Shield. Do we want Wind Fury? We got the health to spare, right? Ooh, another Thrasher. One.
Go big or go home, I always say. That's quite the army you're building, friend.
Something like that. Bunch of one-shots. Yeah, exactly. There we go. 2 Divine Shield, Venomous. We have all the extra summons from our hands for the Flighty Scout and Reckless Cliff Diver. We don't even need that. I mean, would have been nice if it summoned itself, but kind of a no need. And we took out his biggest minion with Venomous. Easy. I don't know what that strategy that we did was. We somehow pulled off a first place with it, and I'm really... I mean, just the fact that we played a Picky Eater and it got 1900 stats. I don't know. New meta. Weirdest thing ever. I'm not upset about it, but it was just strange. Silex, how are you doing, by the way? I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. I assume you're enjoying it, or you probably would leave. How do you like the content so far? I know I'm fairly new to YouTube, but obviously, we're just coming over here from Twitch, so. Thorum. We got pirates, and we got Thorum. No beasts with the pirates, so it's gonna be a straight pirate game, most likely. Thorum or Bran? I know I'm asking that, and you guys are probably not going to be able to get in fast enough. Einstein, how's it going? We're going to do Thorum. We've done Bran, what, twice? That's awesome. I'm glad you enjoy it. It's nice. All the live streams are gonna be. Ooh, I'm gonna go with the Varian. Moira's nice, but I like Varian. It gives us 2 tier 6s, some value. Yeah, another day, a couple dollars anyway. Everybody says that at work. They're like, "Yep, another day, another dollar," and I'm like, "You're getting paid, or you make that much?" Usually one of those two things. Which I guess you make that much could definitely be taken the wrong way. It's like, wow, you get paid that much money? You shouldn't make that much. First hot day of the year. 28 Celsius? I don't know my conversion. Ugh. Suppose I could look it up. Let's go with the Busker and the arrow on that. $83-ish. That's about what it was today here too. Yeah, 82, 83. Yeah, I guess it's rounded down. Oh, hey Josh, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, I have no idea what my conversion is. Apparently it's what, 3, I think it's what, 3 point, no, it's just 3. A little under 3? I don't know, math's hard. Math's hard, then you die. Yep, I have thought. Yeah, that's about what it was here too. Where are you from, Einstein?
You're good at this.
If you don't mind me asking, of course. Alright, let's go up tier. Make sure you buy that tavern coin to get the extra gold. And we're gonna go with the Laureate for the extra Divine Shield minion. Oh, Quebec. You're not that far away. You're a bit north of us. We get quite a few Quebec drivers here in the Shire.
I shall join in the sport of combat.
Ah. Easy win. Without a doubt. Look at that. That's solid 1-1 to take him out. Everyone is north of you.
Keep up the pressure.
Southerners, am I right? I'm glad they made the technical elemental a 2-star. It's actually kind of nice. Let's do... I'm like half thinking about getting the pirates out and half thinking about just... Yeah, let's go up a tier. 6 gold still. I was trying to think of what would give us gold. There's no extra gold value there, really. Technical elemental would have been decent. Could have done elemental and Sylvar and just buffed our field, but... Who needs that when you can spend gold and get a higher tavern tier, right?
You're far from home.
Ow. As we immediately take almost 10 damage.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Alright, tier 4, we now have access to our doubloon grifter. Oh man. Itchy freaking arm. If we take 10 damage, so turn 5 combat, we can take 10, 6, and 7. We have 3 more turns that we can take 10 damage and still be good to get Varian and 2 tier 6s. Not that 2 tier 6s would necessarily save us, but... Am also kind of thinking about grabbing the pointy arrow and the Balladus. We could buff up the Laureate to be a little bit of a force on the field, but... Flame Mango. Or is it Flame Foreign-Go? Seven. Ooh. There we go. The game is doing us a solid. Get 6 different tier 1 minions. I'm actually going to go with that for the gold value. The Stein would be nice, but we need to ramp up the field right now. Also gives us 2 more pirates.
That's what I would have picked.
So, I'm thinking overall, that's a ton of gold value. We can do some refreshes here. More pirates. Gold value. Sell that off. Get the
Here's a gold for the
courier.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Kind of want the blade collector. So let's get it. We'll get the blade collector and the laureate on the field. It would have been nice to get, if we had a doubloon grifter on the field already though, for those extra 2 pirates. That worked. We won the round. That solid 1-1, taking him out like he is a chump. Absolutely killing it. I never even doubted that at all.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
I wasn't worried. You guys were worried. 2 spirited whimsy drakes. It can also give us itself.
I didn't like that one.
That's a lot of gold value for the courier, which will buff up the blade collector. So let's do that. Yeah. Gritty Headhunter.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble. A good tactical choice. I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
Hey, another doubloon grifter and a busker. Let's see if we can get the... Nope.
Better laundered than squandered.
What do we got? Cool.
Have a good battle, friend.
2 doubloon grifters. I am not upset in the least with our field right now. We are 5 gold away from Varian. We played 17 gold that turn. We got a little extra this turn as well.
Your minions really
And a Lovesick Balladist. which will be great. Let's do that. 2 more gold. Let's do another Balladist. We got Varian. Come on, Pirates. No. Gold value. That's a pirate.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
I wouldn't be caught dead.
Pirate of our choice, maybe triple R. You know what? Let's do a Balladist
A melody of
first, just in case we get Balladist as the only. Yeah, we'll go with the Balladist for the triple. It's not bad. We'll get a ton of health on that Grifter. There we go. Make a tier 4 below Pirate Golden.
better laundered than squandered.
Alright. Failed to grab the taunt. That's alright. His field is weird. I was gonna say, his field's weirdly offset. His field is still weirdly offset. I don't like it. Greater Trinket. We have 14 max gold, and our Doubloon Grifter. We got 2 Doubloon Grifters. 1 is gold, so you only need 2 pirates to make a gold. Let's go with the eye patch. Love it. Oh, everything's like offset. What happened? I don't like that. Let's grab that. Let's get
So anyway, I started
17 gold. Coast Guard. Nice.
This area is off limits.
16. Defiant Shipwright wouldn't be terrible, but not really what I'm looking for. None of those really are.
The odds are in my favor.
You doubt
All the gold we play, though, is just good. Alright, perfect. Go
A melody of love.
some more health on the courier, and then we'll grab the Headhunter and call that the turn. 27 attack on our Blade Collector. We need to go up a tier now. We have 18 max gold. That was absolutely worth it. We'll have 4 extra gold next turn, plus the 2 extra from the Grifter. Just doing that, selling that in the refresh, was worth 6 extra gold on our next turn.
keep up the momentum, friend.
Why is our field so tiny? What is happening right now? Yeah, we lost the round, but hopefully we take out. Alright. Everything's offset. Our field is microscopic. The game has a problem with us, obviously.
I've got some fresh recruits.
Extra gold. Let's go up a tier. Pirates. You know what? Let's go with the extra battle cries too.
Army you're building, friend.
Let's do away with that one at least.
I'll give you a good price.
It's so strange how like offset and weird our field is. Only pirates. Be nice if it was all minions. Could we use Hunter of Gatherers to offset and give our minions health now, though? We have a party guest. I'm gonna probably get rid of the party guest. What are we going against? Mechs? Would have been better to use the blue shell there and gain some more. We have more than enough to survive, though. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. And he's out. Yeah, we would have been better off using the Tortolan because pretty much had to win to stay in it. We're in the top 4. We made it to the top 4 with our really cool pirate comp we did. Ish.
Now we're in business.
And now our field is miniature.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
This area is off limits.
Oh yeah, we can double up on our pirates very quickly. No Drust. I'd say I'm shocked, but I'm not. Let's grab that for the triple and try for the Drust again. Alright, we got a Dastardly Drust. Oh man. I don't like that I had to sell it in that way, but
What's going on out here?
I didn't like that one either. Here's a goal for the trouble. Better hire a recruit while you can. You're doing great out there.
do I think it's enough? Probably not. Honestly, maybe. And we basically get a free kill there. Yeah, we're still in it. 2 health. He's got a Space Fair. We are also tier 6 now, though, so we lost the last round. We got a lot of extra gold to work through now.
I would be caught dead.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Drust. Drust.
That's a great play.
We got the Drust combo. That's half what we were going for right there. Discover a Tavern spell, minion of our type. Lovesick Balladus gold.
This area is off limits.
Space Fair. We can now combo a Space Fair. I'm gonna get rid of the Thieving Rascal. 2 doubloon grifters. What did we just get? Oh, wow. Alright. We're having a heck of a time working through all this right now. Play that at the end. Pirates. I'm just going to buy anything that's a pirate right now just to buff everything up. We have 27 seconds to buy pirates.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
This way is west. So many shiny.
Oh my gosh.
You're doing
That
great
was
out there.
that was awful trying to do. We do win the round for sure against the dead guy, and that was a lot. All right, so we got 2 Drusts on the field. I'm probably gonna get rid of one of the 2 doubloon grifters now. Definitely not necessary to have 2 of those on the field. We have 48 max gold right now, and we double pirates on 2 for gold. It's a lot. This is a lot. So we're just gonna start buying and selling like right away here. This is the one that's 4. Let's get a full tavern of pirates. Steal 1. Oh my goodness.
Tactical choice. That one might make all the difference. That one might make all the difference. I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
We still have 52 gold to work with right now. Oh my gosh. Drust gold. So we have 2 gold drusts now. Oh my gosh, another drust. So we're gonna get rid of you. We're just gonna start ramping this up. Steal a pirate, get a pirate. Pirate. Don't even care what it is at this point. Grab pirates, sell pirates, play pirates. That's gonna give us a full tavern of pirates. Oh my gosh.
Exactly what you were looking for.
Wow. Oh my goodness. How much gold do we have? 60. We have literally 60 gold that we were trying to work through there. I've never seen that much gold either, honestly. Worst part is, we're gonna lose here because we just didn't have time. I think we're gonna lose anyway. Actually, we tie the round. Oh my.
Any defeat that doesn't destroy you.
We got the second space fair. Let's see how much gold we can just get to. It doesn't even matter if we win or lose at this point. We're just going for a ton of gold. We're just gonna buy all the pirates.
This area is off limits.
That's another 2 pirates. We got so many drusts on the field right now.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
Right now, 64 gold. We're just gonna clear out the hand. We got 40 seconds to clear out the hand. That's 2 extra pirates. Let's play that and just give her some health.
I'll avenge you, Captain.
That's quite the army you're
Another pirate.
Go ahead.
Pirate.
One of these recruits.
It's gonna be a pirate. This is way too much. Another Drust for gold. Because, you know. I'm going to buy that. I guess. Whoops. Should have bought the pirate. I should have... A gold Dr. Boom. There's just not enough time for this. 68 max gold. Pretty sure that we win this round. I could be wrong. 3 gold Drusts on the field right now. And we're just gonna get as many pirates as we possibly can. I can't work my way through this hand fast enough. But we're just gonna let it keep growing. 38 damage. Alright. We're going against elementals.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Oh, crap.
Cascade away. Why is it so dark out there? Cascade away. To the bottom of the sea. What's going on out here?
We have 70 gold.
What's going on out here?
72 gold. 74 technically, we're over gold. Oh, alright. Let's try and buy useless pirates.
This way is west.
Better laundered than squandered. Surely.
Hiring that minion will get you a triple.
Wasn't technically useless. We're gonna end up with a triple here.
I'll avenge you, Captain.
So many shiny.
It's a pirate. It's another pirate. It's a gold.
A melody of love.
I could only get through like 30 gold. Alright, let's see if we can refresh. Pirate. Pirate. Refresh. Come on. Pirate. Pirate. That's all we're getting on this refresh thing. Yeah,
Doing great out there.
we have 78 gold. So that's cool. If we had had the time to buy, we had 78 max gold. That was so dumb. 3 gold Drusts, 78 max gold, and not enough time at all. Second place. Oh my goodness. That was crazy. I will be right back. I have to go to the bathroom. Oh, stand by. Be like a minute and a half. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, we are back. I know. Well, you know, honestly, it's almost like worse that I'm just sitting here drinking over and over again. Yeah, there's going to be a short going out for that. And I'm going to definitely post the full video of that probably tomorrow from 78 max gold, guys. That is stupid. The worst part is, if we'd had time to buy enough pirates to spend all of our gold, we'd have had like 100. $78 max gold. I don't know if we'll ever get that much gold again. It almost feels like the late game turns are too short to spend it all to. No pirates, but we got Beasts, Quilboar, and Undead, Mechs, and Naga. The only thing I don't want to play there is Naga. Anything else is kind of up for grabs. I'm not super keen on Undead, but I'd like to try the Catacomb Crasher Overfill build. We have not seen... Let's go with Bigglesworth. Brainor. Kel'Thuzad's kitty. Oh, for anyone who doesn't know, yeah, after somebody dies, we get to get something that they had. With all its enchantments. And it can be gold, which is awesome, because when we play it, we get the whatever the higher tier is for our minions as well, so... Honestly, the only stipulation to Bigglesworth is just outliving other people. Other than that, doesn't even matter. And honestly, it's a pretty good set of people, because we can get the battle cruiser, and we can also get the fish.
Oh, it's okay. We all hit some bumps now and then.
I was kind of thinking about going to tier 2 and then going up to tier 3, but I also don't necessarily want to lose to Raynor. He's got beasts, so if we kill the battle, no, okay, we tie.
I've got some fresh recruits for you. Hey, watch out! I'm baking here.
Undeads. I'll put him first then. These have been some of like the most unorthodox matches that we've had. That whole, I don't know, weird battle cry comp that we had. When you can play a single 1/1 demon and have it turn into a freaking 2000 stat monster, that's just, couldn't even do that again if I tried, not intentionally anyway. Automaton.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Let's go with the hummingbird. Forest Rover's not bad.
Hey, watch out!
2 Sunbake and Relaxer off the same spell. Let's do that. And do it on the beetle. Mana Saber. probably just gonna end up using beasts this round now. Get to tier 3, see what we get for some rolls. We haven't used... Honestly, I've been enjoying today because we haven't used the Silky Shimmer Moth up until potentially now. I haven't touched it once. And then... honestly, everything's just been kind of craziness. We ended up with a weird Quillbore build even. The game just hasn't been giving us what we... hasn't been giving us what we want. It has been giving us a lot of what we need. It's been mostly straight wins.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
What did he have? Beasts. Tier 3. Get what he had. Nazoth, the beast. He's gonna have a lot of minions. What should we use if, I mean, obviously we could totally change what we're doing and go for a totally different clan, whatever you want to call it, tribe. What should we use to boost the Shimmer Moth if we go that route? What the heck is he using? It would be nice to kill off that fish right away. We did a decent job, considering how much he had going on there.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Let's go with the Ornate Clock. We'll get our Greater Trinket next turn. And let's go to tier 4 now. Valiant Tiger. Valiant Tiger Death Rattle comp for it. I know you guys are all just jumping to tell me what I should go for here, so we're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna go with the Valiant. I'm gonna grab that so we can let that reset, and I'm gonna buff up that Hummingbird a little more right now. Is there anything that... Are there any, like, beetle-oriented greater trinkets aside from the Avenge one? Not really sure. Let's see. I got something saved here that can let me search it and see. Ugh. I guess we'll just find out what we got, right? Mixed minions. They're tier 4 already. They have a die next turn, and they have Goldenizer, which they do not have for a couple turns. I hate that. Goldenizer's so bad. People are just like stuffing their boards full of stuff right now.
The battle is really raging out there.
Alright, we're gonna go with Avenge 2, give your minions. Yeah, Bird Feeder's pretty good. Could also go with the Colorful Compass. Let's go Bird Feeder. Tortolin. Kinda wish it was permanent. Be a lot. Yeah, I'm just gonna refresh. I will remember. We're gonna go. I'm gonna try and go to tier 5 next turn. We should be more than enough to go to tier 5 next turn. Snapper will summon one. One of these will die. Valiant Tiger will attack. Our field's gonna get massive very quickly.
Don't tell the others.
But we need tier 5 so we can get to tier 6 and get that Shimmer Moth on the board. Right away, huge buffs to our field. Yeah. And we are totally out of this guy's range. $37 on that stag. I mean, half of that's temporary, but it's still got 25-25 on it. Another Valiant Tiger. Let's go do that. Valiants, as soon as we can get Reborn on those. And we have access to all the tier 5s now. If we can triple the Valiant or the Buzzing Vermin, get access to that Shimmer Moth. As soon as we can get that Shimmer Moth, assuming we get the Shimmer Moth, we will be golden for this round. Bird Feeder, Avenge 2 will buff the Moth every time. Stag will buff the Moth every time. And Valiant Tiger will buff the Moth. I will probably leave. If we could do 2 Stags. Get rid of the Snapper. 2 Valiant Tigers with Reborn. Some sort of other beast summon. Maybe like the Mammoth. So we can get the triple beasts in the middle. And then so that'd be 1, 2, another beast. Maybe just 1 stag. It is permanent buff though. I was thinking about the Avenge 1, give all of our beasts 1/1. It's a lot of buffs as well. $60. He took so much too. 11. He is down to 5 health. Now we're working our way back up. Back up in 2nd place.
Good at this.
Catacomb Crasher. Let's do a refresh. Just gonna go tier 6. I think our field is fine as far as keeping us alive for 1 more turn. Everybody just got their greater trinkets, right? Yeah, he hasn't even picked his yet. Hasn't picked his yet. Cool Boar, Blood Gems. That could be a lot. Undead, undead, undead. Bleeding Heart. 2 max. That's too late. I think that's probably too late for him. He's probably out next turn, which means we're gonna start getting people's stuff. Give a honestly, any gold minion is pretty much gonna trump whatever else they have, and depending on what his tier 7 is, I guess. But a gold minion is a tier 6 for us of our choice. So, more chances of getting the moth, the better, assuming we don't just get it on a refresh next turn. But we'll start building up our field in preparation for the moth. If not, we're going to have a real big stag for, I won't say no reason, but we'll have a real big stag. Honestly, the Avenge 3 Beetle would also be good. What is it? Nerubian? No. I don't know. I don't know all their names off the top of my head. I think our stag can take this guy out by himself. Can and it will. Alright, one of these two dead. Yeah, Toki's dead. What do we get? This will take the automaton. What you got for us, game? What you got? We got the Shimmer Moth. Let's go for 2 tier 5s with this. Try and get a copy of... Silith, it's not bad. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. We got a 3-little Quillbore and a Needling Crone. What a joke.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Worst part is it was like kind of tempting, but let's get rid of the Hummingbird. There we go. Reborn on 1 Tiger. And let's do Buzzing Vermin next turn. We could get another Shimmer Moth.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
That's actually worked out so well. Extra minions. Gets a lot of stuff there. We win by a beetle. Is Raynor dead? Raynor, 2 guys are dead. Alright, let's get 2 gold minions. That's sad. Ah, a gold minion. And we get the triple there. It's pretty underwhelming. I mean, I could make one of the Valiant Tigers gold, which is not a bad idea. Bird Buddy. Alright, that works. Let's do something like this. Let's get all those out. I'm going to grab Bird Buddy. Buzzing Vermin just to see if we get another Shimmer Moth, which is, again, amazing. And we'll throw Bird Buddy on the field as well. This guy. So Quillbore. Bird Buddy's going to be 1-1 every time on Avenge 1. On Avenge 1, 1-1. On Avenge 2, 4-4. Every time something's summoned, Gentle Stag. We'll do 1, 2, 3. Hopefully it goes in that order well. Bird Buddy's pretty solid. Probably just get rid of the Burrower now, but we made it to the top 5. Would be quite impressive if we get knocked out before N'Zoth or Gallywix dies. But Gallywix can't lose this round. No one can. And a Bristlebach. And a Crone. He's set up well. It's a good thing we have our backup Moth. Oh, alright. Well, we have our backup Moth. There we go. He just attacked perfectly every time. That was so lame. Oh, he attacked all the way to the right each time. Apparently, we need more taunts. Probably a Sin Runner Blanchy. So that we don't have to worry about that happening again.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Alright, Sprightly Scarab. This guy got Mex. Oh boy. Need Reborn on the Valiant Tiger. Let's get rid of the Gentle Stag. We'll do the 1-1 there.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Freeze that Scarab. Do the Burrower as well. This guy Max. Yeah. Yeah, we're just, you kind of have to hope that these just don't get hit.
You're doing great out there.
Hit one of these. Perfect. Again. Our beetles are up past 100 now. That is enough to take us out, though. Do we tie for 4th? We tie for 4th. See? That's what we get for not playing Pirates. We went up a point. Still a win. We tied for 4th and still got 1 pity point. I am going to tack that up for straight wins today still. Alright, probably got 1 more tonight. Yeah, we got time. We'll do 1 more. Still have some video editing to do. Guys, keep your eyes peeled. I'm going to do a edited match drop of one of our previous matches if you are interested in watching one of the highlight matches. And we have another non-pirate. So, our day of forcing pirates in what? 3 out of 7 or 2 out of 7 have been pirates. The rest have not had pirates available. Runic empowerment. Curator. Kind of leaves us open to do whatever we want. I think I'm going to go with Putricide. I'm going to try and do a full undead match. Why not? Maybe we just don't end up doing that, but I really wanted to try out the overfill board.
What's your strategy?
So we'll start with this. Do a harmless bonehead. Stick with the theme. Let's start with the undead right away. We'll save the build an undead for tier 5. Maybe. Let's see what we get. I feel like this is never quite as good as I want it to be, but I also don't know if all undead are available for build an undead. Might be something worth looking into, so I know what I'm getting into when I play Putricide. Oh, I was like, he doesn't have anything? How'd he give it a banana in his hand? You can't play a spell on something in your hand. That doesn't even make any sense.
Battle is really raging out there.
Right? I kind of want to just like buy something so I can try and play a spell on it in my hand. That's alright. He lost to also undeads, which means he has the taunt, so we're good. We will win this round. Assuming that he doesn't have more health than we have attack. But it looks like he did not buff it last turn, so.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
He did buff it this time. Which means we tie. Ah! Good call. Good call, good call. Yeah, wasn't even thinking about that. Right, let's grab Patient Scout.
It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard.
Double up on our banana power. It's probably worth getting an Oozling soon. Maybe we go, I'll freeze that, we'll go tier 3 and grab a taunt for our bonehead. We're gonna need taunts on him later anyway. Well, at least for now until we get the tier 3.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
Jeez, dude. Talk about buffing up your minions.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Here I am getting a bunch of 1/1 bananas.
It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard. Great. Let's get some better minions in here.
Loss, tie, and loss. Luckily, damage cap was 5. Even if we take 10 here, which he did the same exact thing as we did. Just took 1 less damage. He's tier 3 as well. Apparently we're kind of doing the same thing. Demons. I don't know. See what he has. We'll see what the tavern has on its normal refresh and see if it's worth worthwhile for us to just go up a tier or not. If we could buff up our undead's power a little bit, that'd be good. It's amazing what one battle cry will do for all of them. Could have attacked the other one. Could have.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Yeah, let's just go to tier 4. Every banana we have has been a 1-1, not a 2-2. I don't plan on winning this round. But, lesser trinket, we only have an undead on the field, so if it can go undead, maybe it will. I don't know if one is a one copy of a single tribe is enough to sway the trinkets, or if it has to be like a majority, like 3 or 4 undeads would give us a better chance of getting undead trinkets. It seems like we haven't. I don't know. It's like getting an avenge trinket works for any death rattles, right? Any death rattle summon types. So is it because we had a bunch of beasts that we got the death rattle one, or is it because we just had a bunch of death rattles? If we have a bunch of undeads on the field that have death rattles, is it going to give us, which one's it going to give us? I'm not really sure what their whole system is to target that. I know that's painful though.
The battle is really raging out there.
Let's get our greater trinket next turn. Kind of considering selling Patient Scout. I think we do our first creation now. Venomous. Maybe get something with Reborn. No. We could get Reborn on the Putricide's creation and try and double up on it. Not that I think we're necessarily going to do super well here, but...
That's what I would have picked.
It could work. You know, yeah, there are beasts in this match as well. I don't know. Let's see what we get. It's kind of depend on what our greater trinket is. If we get the Kel'Thuzad guy there, and we can absorb the Putricide's creation, just keep summoning extra copies. We could do it that way too.
You are not out of this yet.
Man, so many potentials. For there was 4 options, and I couldn't just hit one of the 1 health ones or 1 attack ones today. I guess there was 3, but still, do me a solid game. Let's go with the factory. Catacomb Crasher. We're gonna get a Catacomb Crasher every single turn.
Let's show our guests a good time.
Alright, we have to fill up our board. I really need the tier 3.
Shiny. Me.
I was thinking about doing Morose with the Death Rattle, but we'll have a Catacomb Crasher that has... And waste the Venomous at least. Yeah, it had the Reborn. It comes back with the Venomous. I don't know. Let's see what we got here. We won the round at least. Damage cap is 15 now. There's our second Catacomb Crasher. Let's do refreshes. See, we need to... We really just need to get overfill on our board now. In whatever way we possibly can.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Destroy a friendly undead to discover an undead. I'm gonna get rid of Morose. We're gonna destroy that. Yeah, prosthetic hand. Buff up our creations here. It's not the best, but the more the more venomous we have, we can at least push ourselves through the game a little further, hopefully. Portable Factory is going to give us a triple on our Catacomb Crasher next turn. The overfill's 4/4. Really, a lot of... Two of us... At least two of us going for undeads.
Have a good battle, friend.
Overfill is actually probably not the best undead option right now, but... Yeah, we won the round. Undeads are not my favorite.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
So overfill also works when... Yeah, do that. The overfill does work, like at all times. Let's do another one there, and let's get a different harmless bonehead triple. It's good. Tier 5, come on, give us a Titus Rivendare. Banshee's not terrible.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
Hey, there's the Cadaver Caretaker. Probably should have gone tier 5 a couple turns ago. I think we'll win this round pretty pretty confident in that. He killed him last round with beasts. He's got bird feeder. Double bird feeder. Oh boy. We'll get another Catacomb Crasher, so we're gonna have a pretty good field too. We need Titus though, so we're gonna pretty much have to go tier 5 next turn. And that's where all our Caretaker cadavers were.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
I guess we were fortunate that we got the Catacomb Crasher in the Portable Factory. I will give it that at least. Without getting a Titus Rivendare though, we're gonna be kinda dead in the water. Murlocs, Undeads, Beasts, yeah. I think the chances of us finding one is pretty slim. But at least we got double Catacomb Crasher. With any luck, we'll attack first or second. Probably first. And then he'll have a Venomous to take out our Bonehead. And that'll just ramp up our field like crazy. We get another Catacomb Crasher next turn, so we can get rid of the Blanchy. Throw a third Catacomb Crasher down. Following turn, we'll get that triple. Get a tier 6. And we're guaranteed to get to the next turn, so. Hopefully we win and... yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of want this Panda dead too. If we do, it's a win. But after that, if both of these guys die, we're going to be kind of in for it, right? No more damage cap, so we could lose from that point on.
I think you can win this thing.
Yeah, our whole field just went up by like 30 plus. All right, they did both die. Well, 2 people died. Panda was not one. And we get to go against the loser of the 2. It's good news for us. Come on, give us a Titus Rivendare.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Honestly, the we're just going to be refreshing for Titus right now. It's too necessary to get the extra death rattles. But until then, we'll just keep collecting catacombs. Those 2 are pretty much guaranteed to die. Brand Bronzebeard, he's got double battle cries, at least. Triple battle, well, your battle cry triggers, and 1 battle cry each turn triggers an extra time. Murlocs. Sounds battle cry-ish to me. And by battle cry-ish, I mean, like, rapidly playing, not like he's going for Venomous or anything. Dr. Coffee. I feel like we've gone against somebody named Dr. Coffee before.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
At least once. That worked out well. I think we will win that round. Pony's dead. Pony's dead. Yeah. Easy. Easy dubs there. He's still in it though. 2 HP. Jeez. Alright, we're going to be going against Marin. Yeah. Beast, he's got Bird Feeder. I don't think we stand much of a chance here. Tier 6. Well, that would have been great if that affected it still. Alright. Reborn. Summon some Skellymans. Battle Cries, summon 2 1/1s. It is going to trigger both those. These are not combat specific. So, for anyone who didn't know that, it does not have to happen in combat for over summons. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say his beetles are probably like he's been obviously he had Bird Feeder on turn 9. We're on turn 12 now. He's had 3 rounds with double Bird Feeder plus his field. I'm gonna say his beetles are probably at least 250, if not like 400. I guess depends on what he has on the field. Granted, beetles do ramp a lot slower than they used to, but double Bird Feeder's pretty solid. I guess it depends on... they're actually smaller than I thought they were. Why does he have the Catacomb Crasher? I want him to lose just because he has Catacomb Crasher on the field. He is gonna lose. We have... wow. Okay. Yeah. $22. He's almost out. I think we get to verse the dead guy now. Most likely, right? We do indeed. And we got double Caretaker Cadavers. The game had pity on us. Can we get a Titus Riven there this turn? Can we get a Titus Riven there? We don't even really need one now. That was plenty. Our creations are doing us a whole lot of justice. Hawkstrider Herald's going to trigger both of those. That's a lot of oversummon for us, so... I think we're actually going to come in first. We're going to pull off the Undead Catacomb Crasher combo. Just raw stats. 2 venomous Murloc men. It's a beautiful thing. We were very close to having not enough field. Why taunt? Oh, for the... Yeah, I guess that is going to get pretty buffed up now, right? I don't really have a way to play it. So, we'll just need to get the spell.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
Well, luckily it's just gonna die on its own, so worked out a little bit. Minions are so big. I think Mukla probably loses again, right? He lost to him the last time. Yep. I can't imagine that his field's gonna get much better than it was.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Is still working. All right, yeah, we just need a taunt spell. A taunt spell. Any taunt spell will do.
Go ahead.
Or no taunt spell, because the game said screw you. We got a Titus, and we got a Defender's Rights. Yeah, there's no way we're clearing stuff off the field at this point.
You got this. You're way
Yeah, exactly. Last possible refresh we could have had. But his beetles are actually pretty big. I don't... He was still trying to do the Catacomb Crasher. Guy is stuck in the past. Man. Alright, well. I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess we do have another turn. It's very upsetting that he's using the Catacomb Crasher for some reason.
It doesn't destroy you, makes you stronger.
So... Taunt. There's a couple things I could do here. Kind of up in the air about what I want to do.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
I could sell one Putricide's Creation and lay down a Titus. I could also sell both Putricide's Creations and lay down Catacomb Crasher and Titus to get like a ridiculous amount of oversummon. I don't know if it's 400 points of oversummon with these two Putricides. But raw stats. I think if we leave it the way it is, we're going to lose. So I'm actually just going to sell them off. I'm going to try it. I say, why not? Get another tier 6. Oh boy. A banana. That was the banana. Alright, so we got a 1220. So we'll see what this actually did for us with this 1220. 12-1. Yeah, so that gave us over 200 stats by itself. We can kill off that Titus before anything else happens. Come on, kill off the Titus. No, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, we did kill the Titus. We have another round. We actually might win this now. Because we were just shy on the combat there. We have another round.
Oh, it's okay. We all hit some bumps now.
We got 200 on stats right there. What can we do to our field? Yeah, it's true. Now we get an upper hand. Not that it really mattered, but I was thinking about white mane, but we can't give up anything on our field right now. We're just trying to kind of relying on the Catacomb Crashers to ramp everything up enough. Do it that way too. Reverse them around since we know he's gonna stay alive longer. He'll at least get an attack or two in. If we could hit that Titus right now, no chance. Keeps having that freaking beetle spell though. That works. Titus is dead. Less beetles. We might actually pull this one off. He gets 3 summons. Yeah, we got this. There it is, and we have way too much in stats on damage on the field. We won! We pulled off the undeads. We stuck it out. We didn't give up. Which is kind of what sticking it out is. That worked. I'm pretty stoked about that. Our Catacomb Crashers ended up in the thousands. What do you guys think? That was pretty good. Alright, that is going to be the last game of the night tonight. Same time, same place tomorrow. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Hopefully you're having a good week. Hopefully getting closer to Friday is good for everybody. And you guys hopefully don't have to work the weekend. But with that, if you're watching this and you enjoyed the games, definitely hit subscribe, turn on your notifications. We go live every day of the weekday at least, and sometimes on the weekends. Just depends on what I have going on. Real life is a little full. Aw, thanks. You guys have a good night as well, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.